Hi there, and welcome to Unclassified, where our horror is your entertainment. Today I'm going to tell you another childhood story I had from primary school, which is, I think, elementary school for all you American listeners, and this story is basically how I got punched in the face. Yeah, you're probably thinking, oh wow, that's kind of bad, but now that I'm older, I realise I actually deserved it, and I'll explain why. So, let me give you a little backstory about what I was like as a child. So, as a child, I was very, very, very annoying. I see that now and I admit, and it's kind of fun to laugh about now I'm older. So I was about 9 or 10, and basically a few situations that happened was, I remember one situation that people got annoyed me with. We was all playing tag outside in the school playground, and every time I got tagged, I was like, no, you never tagged me. When I like a little annoying child, there was, I bet everyone just smashed me on the head with a cardboard box, but I didn't think when I was a kid, and if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't, because it was actually absolutely hilarious. But anyway, so obviously me doing this annoyed the people in my classroom. He's gonna fail at tag, he's not gonna pass us the basketball when we're playing, because when I was playing basketball, I was one person that hugged the ball, because I am an immense epic basketball player. I know it doesn't make sense, but just go with it, okay? It's part of the story. Anyway, alright, so what happened in the actual situation was that I got asked by this group of boys in my class to go to the park after school and play football. And I was like, wow, finally, I'm about to join the inner circle. I'm about to be one of the best friends. You know, when you're a lonely kid and you get invited by all the cool kids, the popular kids of your school. Saying that's a bit cringy now, because now I realise it doesn't really matter. But as a kid, you're like, wow, this is everything. When I'm there, I'm basically gonna be a king. I'm gonna sit on a throne. I'm gonna be royalty. Yeah, I was doing that, and fast forward to the end of the day, nothing really important happened. I guess I probably stepped on a butterfly, or probably snuck in one of my toys from home to play with at lunch. I didn't really do anything. But fast forward to the end of it, I was excited walking back home. I was like, yes, I'm gonna have a great day. I'm gonna play some football. I'm gonna pick one of the best footballs and go to the park, and I'm gonna enjoy my life. So I walked home. I was like, hi, mom. I'm no longer your little lonely boy anymore. For I am popular. I'm gonna be one of the popular kids. I'm gonna be one of the kids who stabs their straw through their Capri Sun on the first try. I'm not gonna try multiple times or ask the teacher to do it. No, I'm gonna do it myself. So I got my back garden. I'm like, okay, I need to pick the best football. I need to pick the football that they'll think is cool. Because again, when you're a kid, you think all this is important, when in hindsight it's not. And honestly, I have a couple stories, and they're all very, very cringy. But I'll tell them probably next week anyway. So I leave my house, and the park's literally just around the corner from my house. So I start walking. On the way, I'm like, okay, how do I not mess this up? I'm gonna have the best time of my life. This is my life. I'm loving life. I'm living lavish. I'm just enjoying life at this point. So I get to the park, and I see them. And like, okay, time to walk up there and like, hey guys, this is my football. Please take care of it. I need to take it home in one piece, otherwise my mum will grab me. I will not have sausage rolls for dinner. So I walk there, and I see this one kid. This one kid was, let's call him Daryl. Okay, so Daryl sees me, and there's like 7 people there at the park. I see. I couldn't even. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't even remember their names, if I'm being honest. So his name could actually be Daryl, but all I remember is the story. So Daryl sees me, and he walks up to me. He's like, he doesn't say anything. He just walks to me. I see a weird look in his eyes, and I notice last second he has his hands in a fist, ready like he's gonna punch someone. Now he walks right up to me, and he punches me, just straight up hits me in my jaw. And then when they hit me, they all start laughing. But no, as a kid, it's the worst pain ever. It's worse than getting stabbed multiple times, or stubbing your toe, or I don't know, falling up the stairs. Probably one of the worst 3 things you can do as a kid, but this one tops all of them. And anyway, so they punched me, and I just turn around and start sadly walking off. Play the sad violin music, and that's just me walking off back home. Like, oh no, I've got punched. They're all laughing at me, and I could hear them all laughing at me. But the worst part, I'm thinking about it now. The worst part of this entire story, my football is still at that park. I left it there. They probably burst it, knowing them. Not the little rascallions they are. They probably burst the football, and I'll never see it ever again. So one of the little white and black footballs, I thought it was, oh, this is probably the footballs that they all look like in the actual football game. So obviously they're all going to like this one. Nope, they probably burst it. Which I actually do know, because I did burst it, because they rubbed it in my face when I went back to school. But yeah, I walked home, and I walked in the house, and and my mum's just standing there at the front door. She turns her head, and she sees me there crying, holding my. She starts overreacting, like, oh my god, what happened? Why are you holding your jaw? What happened? Tell me what happened. Like, panicking, because she's a caring mum, can't blame her. And I tell her, I was probably born. I was like, I, because I have a little thing when I cry, I store all my words, and even now trying to say it, it's like I can't say the word. Like, I I got punched. Well, once I told my mama when I got punched, she went to a mama bear mode, and she said, "That's it, grab your coat and let's go." But I never took my coat in the first place, so I don't know why she said grab my coat if I didn't even have a coat when I walked in, Mom. Parents. Anyway, so we walked back up to the park, and everyone's like, they're still there, they're all laughing. And my mum walked up like, "Who punched my son?" And they find out who, and obviously she can't really do anything. She's like, "I'm going to call the police." But, you know, bit of an overreaction, kind of a Karen moment, but, you know, we move. Anyway, so she says this, and nothing really happens because you can't really call, nothing really happened to them if the police got involved because, well, what are the police going to do? Like, they can't do anything. We go back home, and the next day, well, actually not the next day, the next week at school, I'm there, and karma, let's just say karma got its justice, okay? I'm in school, and the kid who punched me was his name, Daryl. Daryl comes in late, and Daryl's, he got a massive black eye and his eyes all swollen, and the teacher like, "Oh my god, Daryl, what happened?" And Daryl's like, "Oh, I got jumped, I got in a fight, and this guy, he started jumping me, but, oh, his face is way more worse than mine, I guarantee you." You know, telling all the little lies that kids do when they're trying to big up that they're going to fight, even though they got absolutely mollywopped. But anyway, more of the story, just don't punch people, it's not nice, you're kind of a dick if you do. And second moral of the story, don't be an annoying kid like I was. But anyway, that's it for the story. And if you enjoyed this little story about how I got punched in the face, and comment down below if you'd punch me in the face, because I automatically know that I would, because I was a very annoying child. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and if you liked the video, then like the video, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next Storytime video. Goodbye.